What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I have something really fun. So I know the last thing I posted was I was gonna go do a 6.2 run. And of course, if you guys hadn't seen the old videos, I left MCOC for like a year and a half, came back, and everything's changed. And this is just me catching up to what the game is today. So I decided to run 6.2, and yeah, it was interesting. The very first time I did it, 2 runs. The first time I did it, making it to the champion, not a problem. And I thought, because, I'll take She-Hulk. And I didn't realize that those videos were that old and that things didn't really work that way with She-Hulk anymore. So it was kind of disappointing. But I did get him down to the 10%. And man, I just didn't have an answer for him. Not an answer at all. So I thought to myself, well, maybe Thing will work. Let's try Thing. Maybe Thing will work for the last 10% because, of course, I watched some YouTube videos and looks like Thing was going to make it work. So let's see how that goes. So I start off, I'm using Blade. And the whole purpose behind using Blade was I know that if he starts at 100%, he's going to start off unstoppable or something like that. So use Blade, couple of parries, he's going to bleed, gets rid of that, gets him at least down to 99%. And that was really the only plan for bringing Blade, other than him making it extremely easy to get through that magic. I use Blade for magic. I also use Blade for Void. Nick Fury, I brought him on the team, but I felt Blade worked a little better, especially with keeping the debuffs from Void away with the dropping him every 10 hits. I was able to cycle that through Blade, and I think I only picked up 1 debuff the entire fight. Quite easy to run through. Maybe I'll post that at some point. So anyway, of course, that was easy. Easy to lose. So I'm thinking I'm going to take Cap Marvel in there. She's been great. I'm going to run through Captain Marvel, and, Cap Marvel's going to do what she does, man. We're going to get him down, 70, 80%. Cap Marvel's going to do what she does. And for some reason, my run with the champion this time didn't really go the way I wanted it to go, as we see right here. Yeah. She's dead. No problem. We're going to keep it moving. I'm going to throw Nick Fury in there. Why not? Sure. Why not? It's a 10% boost, 20% boost once he dies. And we all know that Hood and Thing are going to be the important 2 characters to use. So you throw in Nick Fury and, Nick's doing this thing. We did what we could do. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this. So yeah, Nick Fury is doing a couple of things, couple of intercepts. Things went well. And yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until another interesting part comes. So fast forward to music. Catch you here in a little bit. All right, man. Everybody's dead, and I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run through the Hood, and the Hood's my guy. Hood's gonna get it done. Like, Hood's gonna put in mad work. So I'm gonna have you guys go in and just kind of watch the Hood do what he does. The important part is the stagger. You want to make sure you keep a stagger on the champion, because if you can get a stagger on him, the unstoppable doesn't happen. So you want to make sure to keep that stagger there. I also wanted to use the special one. The reason why, at the end of that, once that shock expires, he's stunned. And that, anytime you can get that champion to stand still and just get punched, it's a great time. So the hood puts in a lot of work, mad work. So again, let you guys enjoy the hood, and we're gonna fast forward. See you here in a little bit. So the hood had a good run, real good run on the hood. I thought he did a great job. But now I gotta read. I gotta know where we're at, because apparently I'm taking punches even though I'm trying to parry. So it must be in the point to where, his hits are unblockable. And so I'm thinking to myself, they're unblockable. Let's just take Hood back in there. But I'm thinking that his light attacks are unblockable. So I'm like, all right, I can go in there and I can parry his medium attack. It will be fine, right? Yeah. Well, I thought it was the light attack, but apparently the first phase is the medium. I said that backwards. I thought that his medium attacks were unblockable, but it was the light attacks. So as I go in and I'm like, yeah. I didn't know. I couldn't remember what the animation was for his first medium. So I didn't know what he was throwing. So it was too late to tell, right? So I get into some trouble here. We all know how this fight can go. And we all know how this fight feels. You're just gonna see me get my ass handed to me for like a good period of time, and mostly because I forgot. Well, I wasn't paying attention. That was a fake read, not a real read. So I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. I was just going in and just trying to get through it. But eventually I do. At some point in here, I get him past this. We're gonna fast forward. You guys can watch all this stuff really fast. We'll catch you in a little bit. Okay, I gotta comment on this part. So I had this brilliant idea because I thought Nick Fury did such a great job the first time that I'm gonna take Nick Fury back in there and he's gonna put in some work. And Nick did. He put in some good work. Very brief, right? And the problem with that is that I didn't realize that had taken him into another phase. Of course, I wasn't paying attention. I'm just trying to get him down to this 10%, because we're having an issue to get him down to 10%. Let's just get him down there. That's where the problem starts. That's where the fight actually begins. When you take your eye off the prize, this is what happens. And so I didn't realize that he was shrugging off these debuffs, and I'm wasting revives now on Nick Fury. Woe is me. I'm just dying, and it's just, yeah. So that's what's happening here. You'll see me again, read some notes, and kind of question life and question myself as an MCOC player. and how maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. At one point, I probably just put the phone down. Or that's what I'm going to tell you guys when you see this gameplay. Is that at one point I just put the phone down and let the champion do whatever. That was probably that point. Anyway, we're gonna fast forward again. Let you guys. I'll come back once we get to the 10%. But so you can see, this is what's happening. This is why. Yeah, it was a rough time. That little patch right there was a rough patch. Keep in mind, if you're looking at my units, I only went in with like 600 units, so they're dropping, and I shouldn't be using these revives now. These revives should be for that 10% because I may need to practice a couple. But yeah, my revives are starting to, my units are starting to drop. I have no crystals though. It's gonna be interesting. All right, so I'll see you guys at the 10%. All right, so after a horrible display, I'm down to 150 units, but I'm down to the 10%. So me and Thing, we're gonna go in here, and this is a rank 4 thing. So we're just gonna see if he's got it, right? I'm mad boosted right now, mad boosted from trying to get the champ down and trying to get through the lanes as fast as possible. So we're just running, and he won't I'm trying to get the parries, and I've only watched the videos, so I don't really know what to do. I just know that it's supposed to work, but then I screw up and get rid of all of my charges. They're gone. So now I'm just it's over. This one is already over, right? In my mind, it's already over. So using my protection, and as I can see, I'm taking some hits from that. And those hits, I probably should have died, but I survived a little longer than what I should. So I can kind of see where it's coming from, but I'm not really getting the full gist of it just yet. So of course we're gonna revive. Units looking real low, not looking good, man. Not looking good at all. While this was happening, there was this sinking feeling oh, this isn't it. He has to be ranked higher. I need a higher ranked thing. So now I'm gonna go in there and try to get these rock stacks. And I'm thinking I need to get him to a special 1. But he's unstoppable now. And so we're just gonna die. Because I'm watching the videos, but I'm not learning how this works. And that's another issue. Okay, so we're gonna use another revive. And we're in the game. And I'm dead. That's just simple. I'm dead. That was easy. It's over. I'm dead. Right? Great. So we're going at it again. We're gonna do it one more time. Now I have my protection there. See, protection, if you notice, protection came about as soon as he hit me. And I'm taking a lot less damage, right? So all of that's working the way it's supposed to work, but I'm so anxious that I'm not paying attention to what's really happening. And I'm starting to freak out. My palms are getting sweaty. I'm frustrated because this isn't working. And I'm also out of revives and units. This is where you should quit. But not me. No. I wasn't ready to give up on my little rank 4 thing. So instead, I decided I was going to go to the arena and get some units. We're going to go back in there and we're going to do what we can do. So I'm going to go back into arena. We're going to do some work there. But first, I'm going to use my thing in arena and get some practice in. So this is what I noticed about thing. And so this will help you guys understand how you're supposed to use it in the champion fight. So you want to build up those rock stacks. You want to get to 15. Now that you're at 15, everything else is gold, all right? So you get to 20, that's even better. See, you can take those hits and you're going to take less damage. If that was the champion, your protection would have already started springing. But now you're taking these hits and your survivability now goes up because his physical resistance also jumps with every single rock stack. So I kind of got this idea like, all right, I need to get my rock stacks up and then use that protection. So I apologize, but I went back in and I'm really sorry. Like, I'm a first-time YouTuber. I'm a noob and I made a noob mistake. I didn't record the fight. I did get the end of it, but I didn't record the fight, which is what people want to see. So I want to just take a minute to go over how the fight played out. We started out the fight. It only took me 2 tries. So you start out the fight. You're going to open with a parry, 3 hits, parry, 3 hits, parry. You now have your 15. You want to back up to the corner at that point. All right. Once you're back into the corner, Suckerman, another parry. That's your 20. From that point there, you just want to dodge, throw a hit. He's at a special 1. And then from that point, we're just evading. You're in the corner. If you haven't seen the one video where the guy's doing this, he's doing commentary for another guy's thing video. It's pretty much that. You're in the corner and you're just dodging because if you get hit, you're unstoppable, right? So you can continue to try to evade. And he's got his bar of power. He's going to throw that special 1. He throws a special 1. If you get a hit, it's okay. You're unstoppable. So you can still try to evade the hits after that. So you just want to continuously try to evade those hits. I got 3 evades off of the first special 1. Now we have to build up his next special. Your protection is going to keep activating, all right? Do not throw a special. You're going to freak out and you're going to want to throw a special. And then you're going to get rid of all your rock stacks. So don't throw a special, all right? Keep your rock stacks, all right? So he's going to continue to hit into you. You're going to lose some health, but you're not going to die. Don't freak out. I did it with a rank 4 thing, at level 72. So you can do it, all right? So stay focused. Once you guys are going to throw some blows back at him until he gets to a special 1. And then we're back to just dodging. And eventually he's going to throw that second special. Focus on, don't worry about taking the other hits. Just focus on evading that special. I got 2 charges on the second special. And then after that, here we are. Burrito, KO. It's over. Thing wins. And I completed my first run of 6.2. And it was important to me to complete this run before the nerf. I wanted to, I don't know if that makes me eligible for compensation. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen an actual thing video, and again, man, I apologize. I'll be better at that. I promise I'll record no matter what. And then if I don't need it, I'll just delete it. But if you guys haven't seen it, you just search Thing 6.2 Champion, and you'll see that fight, which is incredible. It's great to see. If you have a higher ranked Thing, it would be easier, probably as easy as it looked in those videos. If you have a Thing and he's not awakened, it won't work. Your Thing is going to need to be awakened. But as you see in my video, he can be a rank 4 and he's rank 4 level 76. Throw a couple of boosts on there and you're good to go. So I would probably say if you haven't done it yet, I would wait until the nerf and then go in there and do it, because it's that much easier. I think it drops it down from 5 to 2. So really it's just one special. You could probably do that with you probably still need a rank 4 Thing, but he'd still definitely need to be awakened. But maybe if you have a rank 3 and it's down to 2 charges, maybe the survivability is enough with 20 rock stacks, protection, and a couple of boosts. You'll probably need a 30 and a 30 boost though, or a 20 and a 30 boost, maybe. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, we'll see you.